guys, this is Chase McGee here with The Winning Brand. And yes, I am on location. And I have an extremely special guest. I know you've seen the promo that I did. And she did a little cameo in it. She doesn't know it yet. And she hasn't seen it yet. But tell the people who you are.
Thank you, thank you. I am holistic therapist Lilith Shakti. I'm a special needs mommy. I'm a meditation specialist. I'm a doula, respiratory care. Anything that is meditation based to get you to quiet your mind so that you can heal, that's who I am.
Okay, so tell us how you got into this space. Because I remember, let me give you guys, I give them a backstory. I have a backstory for everything. So I met you maybe
close to 6.
About 6 years ago. And we were kind of doing the same thing in a little same space, but y'all know how I love to collaborate with people and just make, because I believe collaborations are everything. And so we connected and we remained there. Like even though we went different paths, but still like I knew our paths will always come back together. And she is a very special woman.
Thank you.
So, how did you get into this space?
Okay, so I'm a special needs mommy.
Okay.
And she's 16, was diagnosed with something, a chemical imbalance, something at 4. But I had to help my baby. So I started looking at the products and how she was reacting to certain things, not just the environment. And it was just so much. So that's where you and I connected with the natural products. So everything my baby came into contact with, I made. Laundry detergent, air freshener. It's aromatherapy. Like you need some lavender, you need some chamomile, you just need everything. Because all of the chemicals were a little bit different. And then I just grew going into that space, but I needed something to help me. Meditation helped me a lot. Puberty hit. And everything that I had been working for to get my baby settled down, no.
It didn't work anymore.
Everything just reset. So a new diagnosis, trial and error with new medication, and then me. I was like, well, who am I now? As a, not just a special needs mommy, but the mother of a special needs teenager, preteen teenager.
Oh, that, and teenagers without any of all that extras.
On top of social media pressure, school age pressure. And so the one thing that I was always was a focused meditative being. So the more she progressed, the less help I got. There was no support. And then family is like, no, I'm gonna be in trouble messing with her. Good luck.
Wow. Oh my God.
So I had to turn to myself, more into me, more into a quiet space for me, more into my no thank you, no thank you. I'm having quiet time, no thank you, not right now. And I began to just share that. And in that space, I began to just, I had nothing, no one. And one day I was just sitting out and I just heard the birds and I was like, oh. And I could feel the breeze. Oh. So it just turned into a natural love affair with just nature, just a natural thing. Like I'm just quiet enough. My mind is quiet enough that I can hear the birds sing all day.
Wow, and that's one of the things that I always loved and admired about you, because your spirit and your being was always so here. Even when I'm just like,
it's like,
all of you like, yes, no, we're just gonna center that back and bring that down and just. So I love that. So what do we have here? Tell us about some of the stuff that we have going on.
Let's start. Have you ever seen a singing bowl?
No.
Okay. Singing bowls are beautiful. One hand.
Okay.
And it's going to rest in your hand. You're not going to drop it. Let's scoot it back just a little bit.
Okay.
Your tips flat and open.
Okay.
And you hear that?
Yeah.
But more importantly, do you feel the vibration of that?
I do.
So playing a singing bowl is really simple. Are you right-handed or left-handed?
Left.
Okay. Same thing. Give it a little. And just around with a little pressure, even pressure. That's you.
Wow.
But even though you hear it, do you feel the vibration?
Yeah.
So that's a natural reset.
Really? I feel so good. Okay, let me say, I love this space, by the way.
Thank you.
It's so like, smells so good and so... Matter of fact, so I was telling you, guys, I was telling her that I got some sage from her, and it's amazing, y'all. Like, literally, people come over and cannot stay awake, and it's so... They say it's so peaceful and it's so calming. And I'm like, yes. So why is that so important for you, to make sure that the energy is clear and that you stay in the great space?
Because you know, sometimes when you are not in that space, you're not a good person. It keeps you free. You know, it keeps your karma points good, and then it keeps you to. It makes sure that you are in a place where you have the ability to make a good decision.
Wow, that is,
and that's important.
It is, especially as a business owner.
That's everything. That's everything. So, one thing about sage that I try to make sure everybody knows: sage is antiviral. So even with OCD and you're bleaching everything down and you're wiping the handles and the counters and the floors, but you still pick up a virus, is because the viral matter in the air. Burning sage at a low consistent flow for an hour a day cleanses your air. It's viral, it's airborne.
Wow. This
yeah, I'm just like
So you mentioned to us at the beginning that you were a doula.
So I'm a mommy doula, meaning I'm a labor coach.
Okay.
And I offer a 9-week session that's that's during labor. I'm there, you can breathe and stay home. You don't have to go in the hospital and there's bright lights and unfamiliar faces and sterile room. You can just stay home till you're about 3 or 4 minutes in space between your contractions in active labor consistently. Then by the time you get to the hospital, it's just time to push. However, Black women, we suffer postpartum depression horribly. So my sole purpose is to counteract, and you see it in the last 3 to 4 weeks of pregnancy. You can tell that mommy is not really comfortable in her space, or everybody's just way too focused on the baby.
Yeah, and I have a friend, a really good friend, that had her babies like 18 months apart, and now she's in a space and she's like, I think I'm going through the postpartum depression, but she's not really sure. And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, you know, I have adult children, so I don't know that.
It's different because we're used to hearing it called the baby blues, but it's the what about me. That's where you see it. Everybody say, oh, your baby, how's the baby, how's the baby? Did you eat? Did you sleep? When's the last time you had a shower? You know? Well, if you have other children, what's going on with the other kids? What are they eating? Are you breastfeeding? Are you, what's going on? Are you able to see about your personal needs? Because aftercare for yourself is major. So I offer a 9-week series, and I like to do 4 weeks ahead, 5 weeks post, which includes my labor time. So if you are laboring, that's fine. You're 3 weeks, 4 weeks ahead of time. I'm your Lamaze teacher because I'm going to be your labor coach. So I'm teaching you to wrap your belly for support. I'm teaching your mate how to help you rock your hips so we can rock the baby down.
So let's talk about the aftercare for mommies.
Okay.
Because the self-care, like, we get so into baby mode and it's scary, and I no longer have a life because it's all about baby, and I have to, I neglect myself and the things that I need to do to make myself better.
Right.
So can you tell us about some of the things that you do and techniques to kind of help bring that focus back to the mom?
Back in. So I'm there 5 or 6 hours a day, as long as there's not another mommy that's in active labor.
Okay.
And I'm there to just say, let me help you. Let me love on you. There's a thing that I like to incorporate called non-sexual cuddling, because we just need to be touched. And we need to make sure that we are okay, right? And we need to be catered to just a little bit so that we feel important. Because while you are nurturing and giving so much to your baby, you're pushing everything out energetically and you're not getting anything in return. Makes a big difference. Even if you have the most supportive spouse and everybody's there loving, and it's baby.
So let's talk about one of my favorite things in the entire world, meditation.
Okay.
I did not realize how imperative meditation was to my life. Because one, it helped curb my anxiety a whole lot, because I didn't even know what anxiety was and that I really had it until I had to confront it and face it. And then when I realized what it was, I was like, oh, we're not going to do medication though. We're never going to do that. So what could I do? And then one of the alternatives was meditation. So talk about that and why it's so good in this meditation works in the space that you work in.
Like I just had to have that inhale, exhale moment. Ooh.
Right.
So this is where I live in meditation. You quiet your mind to heal your heart, because the majority of the anxiety or what's going on, the mental chatter, it's the what ifs and the disappointing voices.
It is truly a process, and I could not do it by myself at first. I had to be in a group setting in order to, because I was like, what is happening? Like, why can't I, the 1,000 voices in my head, not the schizophrenia voice, but the voices, okay, you got to do this, you got to do that, and have you done this, and have you done that, and then you got to make this phone call, you got to send this email, and work would not stop. And I had to shut it down. I had to learn how to quiet my mind, because I even had insomnia really bad because of that. Like, couldn't slow the thoughts down.
Yeah, your brain is going.
I was on that rat race.
Ooh.
You know what? You said something very key just now about affirming yourself. And I really don't think we do enough of that.
Right. Because
we beat up on ourselves a lot. We let the world beat up on us. And we do not get back to that place where we just love on us. And take care of us. And I was telling a friend the other day, I said, it's imperative. It's in my routine to, like, every day I do a little something just for me. But on Friday evenings, that is my day. A hot bubble bath with a nice book and a glass of wine. My facials. Like, I get into loving me to make sure that I am great. So that I can give you the best. Because you don't want the leftover me. You don't want.
I'll pass.
You don't want that.
I'll pass.
Everybody will pass. I'm sure I'll pass.
I'm like, I have to contribute. Do I have a glass of wine to donate to Friday nights? You time. It's important. Like, I get up in the morning at 3 to meditate, and then I lay back down. And that's just time for me to kind of reset from the day before. Then I get up at 4 a.m. and that's when my day really starts. And that meditation time is very intentional. I'm usually in a space where I want to love on myself in a particular way. And I usually start with an affirmation that says, okay, my limbs, right? We're up, we're moving around. How are you feeling? Let this energy flow. Feel this, know this, right? And come on up. We're coming up through our legs up until, I'm in this heart, mind, head space, right? And I need my mind space and my thoughts and my heart to link. I need them to link.
That's key. You know what, guys? The first 2 hours of your day really dictates the flow. The first 2 hours. So what energy are you putting out the first 2 hours of the day? Your brain is at its best in functioning. It is. Because you work the best in the first 2 hours. You can give more because you're alert and everything is fully functioning and working, and just ready to go. So the first 2 hours dictate that. So really think about that and consider, you know, like what do you do with the first
2 hours of your day?
day?
Yeah. That stillness at 4 a.m. where you don't have to fight to listen to your breath.
Right.
Because sometimes the only sound in that room is your breath.
Very true.
So what's in that breath? Because everything, if you're in the air in the room and it's kind of stuffy, then you're putting stuffy air in. So what if you're just saying, okay, I love myself enough that I'm going to just put some self-love in here. And I'm breathing in self-love. Otherwise, you're seeking something that you need to give yourself. You're seeking gratitude, love, attention, affection from somebody else.
So true.
That's why sometimes you see me just touch myself. I have to touch myself a lot. I'm here. I know that I'm here. But I'm just grateful for the energy that I have. Like my hands heal and soothe. But before they can heal and soothe anyone, I have to heal and soothe myself.
So those who have a challenge with the word no.
Ready? I have an answer. You ready?
I am ready.
No, thank you. No is for you to save yourself. Thank you is to smooth it out.
Okay. No, thank you.
No, thank you. Oh, no, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Because if you say yes and you don't really want to say yes, you don't mean yes, you're like into what did I say? What did I say? What did I say? No makes you feel better. The thank you is for them.
All right, guys. Well, there you have it. So tell them how to connect with you and how to find you.
Okay, so Lilith Shakti, Lilith, Shakti, SHAKTI.com, and on social media. If you just search me, you'll find me. But LilithShakti.com is my domain. It's going to come directly to me. I'm going to respond. I'll make sure that you stay in the know of things. If you need sage, you need to set a meditation appointment. If you just need somebody to say, listen, let me tell you what's going on. Don't take offense if I say, oh, no, thank you. But LilithShakti.com is where you will find me. My products offerings, my service offerings. That's where you'll find me.
And we will definitely put the information right here so you'll see. Until next time, thanks for watching The Winning News.